Welcome back. So in this video, we're going to look at three different theoretical lenses that kind of describe social media use. And the first is what we call traditional communications theory. And, as a discipline, communications is really good at explaining how rhetoric and things that you describe impact people, but it's maybe not as useful as strong for describing how small business owners can use communications to further their business. Although there is one theory that's introduced in this article. It's called the word of mouth theory, WOM. Yes, you heard me. Somebody has a theory called WOM, and they expect themselves to be taken seriously. That's all I'm going to say about it. This whole idea behind WOM is that credible, honest, trustworthy communication is needed, right? And this form of communication can basically help promote your business. If people that you trust under normal circumstances, like let's say my brother Dave, I don't have a brother Dave, but I'm giving an example. Let's say my brother Dave says, hey, I tried this pizza place, I think you should try it too. Well, I trust my brother Dave, so I'm going to try that pizza place too. Okay? That's an example of credible, trustworthy word-of-mouth things. Now, of course, you want to make sure that you've actually got a credible, trustworthy source. Maybe my brother Dave isn't, maybe he's an idiot. I don't know. And I don't want to try. I won't try the pizza place because he recommended it. But, that's an exception to the theory. And so what social media does is it extends this word of mouth, right? I don't know how many hundreds of people that I actually know, but maybe I only see a few dozen, in the average week. What social media can do is help me interact with strangers on the internet, and they can lend their opinion. And because I am led to believe that those strangers don't really have any connection to that business, that their opinion is credible. It's kind of like a form of word of mouth. Think of it, I guess you're looking outside the virtual world. Imagine being at the grocery store and you say to somebody, hey, what do you think about this wine? Is it any good? And they give you kind of the lowdown about whether the wine is good or not. And that's also a form of word of mouth. Now just imagine that same kind of grocery store interaction and we're just sticking it on the internet, right? And I'm sure we can all relate to this, right? I think of all the times that I'm thinking, should I try this restaurant or not? I don't know, but I don't want to waste my time and my money on a bad meal. So what do? I go to Yelp, or I'll go to the Google reviews page, and I'll look, right? And of course, reviews are usually like, we totally love this place or we totally hate it. Very seldomly is there an average review. But it's like, if it looks like there's more good reviews than there are bad reviews, then I think it's worth taking a shot, right? Again, these strangers lend credibility to this restaurant. And of course, that's contingent upon you as the entrepreneur to manage those reviews effectively, right? There's a local entrepreneur where I am. I don't know what the guy did, but there is somebody out there who basically creates brand new Google accounts just to talk about how bad this guy's restaurant is. He's probably got close to 120 reviews for his restaurant, and about 100 of them are from this same person, he says, that hated his food. And they only create, and you can see it says only did one review. And it's the same kind of stuff every time. He's got about 20 reviews of people that have actually been there and they love his food, but these other 100 are all giving him like 1 star. He's kind of in a mess, right? So you need to make sure that you manage these things effectively. What could he do? He could get more people to rate his food positively, and eventually, hopefully that one person would get tired of creating brand new Google accounts every time just to give this guy a bad review. Talk about somebody with nothing to do. And this was before the coronavirus, okay? There's also the idea of social exchange theory. And that's where communication has some sort of a cost-benefit assessment. So think of it like this. I might not ever do a traditional marketing campaign for my business because it's so expensive to do it, and the benefits might not be large enough to pay for the cost and the time of the original marketing campaign. So I would lose money by undergoing a marketing campaign. Okay? However, with social media, it's very inexpensive. So again, all you pretty much need is to sacrifice your time, your dignity, use a video camera, a telephone, and a computer and an internet connection, right? It's a very low marginal cost, and potentially you could attract a lot of business. One exception though is if you screw it up, right? If you have bad social media, or you say dumb things in the comments, or make your customers more angry through something you've said, then in that case it actually has a negative cost. But especially since we're looking at from this particular article's perspective, they're trying to show the positive sides of social media. So if you look at it from the positive, really it's very low financial cost up front. And of course there's also the social capital theory, right? Social capital is normally built up slowly. And let me just refresh, some of you may not know what social capital is. Social capital basically means it's not about what you know, it's who you know. So if you know people who are friends of yours, who will do favors for you, etc., this social capital can be leveraged into turning into customers, word of mouth, marketing, etc., right? That's what social capital can be used for in this particular case. I am going to see who that call is. This is Duncan Pelly speaking. Hello? LaShawn Warren? This is Duncan Pelly, McMurray University. I don't think I called you. I don't know anybody named. I don't know anybody with your name, so. Okay, sorry about that. That was the wrong number. So back to that was a lost opportunity for social capital. Like, I could have made a new friend with that wrong number, but you see, I didn't. Because I told them they had the wrong number. You know why? Because I had a video that I'm recording for you guys. So please return the favor through social capital by giving me a like, so it's like a thumbs up, comment down below, and make sure you subscribe. But in all seriousness, social capital is normally cultivated slowly, right? And over time. So you may have a very small network of very close ties that have taken a lot of time for you to grow. But with social media, you can contact and reach out and generate social capital with people all over the world, right? And again, I think about my YouTube channel. I get people commenting on this channel from all over the world, asking for things, asking me to send examples of my papers or all sorts of stuff, and I do that. And that helps me generate social capital, which will hopefully in turn translate into more views. That's one example of social capital in action. So it gives you the chance to talk to more people than you would otherwise. Well, great. So in the next video, we are going to talk about some of the previous research that's been conducted on social media. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, that's like a like. Comment down below, make sure you subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.